Go on, Joe. Yes, people, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all good. You can tell by the title of the video that this is my first jiu-jitsu competition. So before we get into any of the footage or the ins and outs of how the competition went, I just want to tell a little backstory and how I got into jiu-jitsu. Introduced to it about 4 or 5 months ago by a friend. We train in this garage sort of 3 to 4 times a week, but we don't do too many drills and we just sort of free roll mostly. I've done a handful of lessons at a local jiu-jitsu club and I've done a handful of free rolls there too, which is where the in-house competition was that I entered into. Having done jiu-jitsu for 4 or 5 months, I don't know what business I thought I'd enter in the competition, but you know what I mean, you got to be in it to win it. And I was interested in testing out to see, you know, where my skills were and where mostly my flaws were, and you know what I had to work on and stuff. And plus it was, you know what I mean, it was all for fun. But that's my background in jiu-jitsu. So yeah. So I hadn't trained for a month leading up to the competition because I had a chest infection that led to an ear infection that led to a perforated eardrum, and it was a whole lot of nonsense. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just, this is how it went. So yeah, entered this competition. Morning of the competition, I didn't feel too bad. I was fairly nervous, and I didn't really know what to expect. All I knew from what I'd been told was that this was a beginners competition for white belts and blue belts, and the competition consisted of 2 categories of either belts, or each belt, which were under 80 kilo and over 80 kilo, and I happened to be in the under 80 kilo white belts, and that was the most stacked division. There was the most people in that division, and you'll probably see that by the footage. Each match was a sub-only match which consisted of 6-minute rounds, and if no one had been submitted in those 6 minutes, then it'd roll over to a 3-minute final death sort of round, and if there were still no submissions then it would sort of go to the judges. But there was no scores. It was, you know, sub-only competition. So going into this, I had very low expectations of myself winning a match, let alone the whole thing. But I had goals set for myself, and those goals were to be pushed to go the full 9 minutes. So not to tap, to work harder than everyone else. And I guess there's nothing left to do but to show how it went. But before we do that, what I am going to tell you is about how the day went. I'm going to build up to it slowly. So the morning of the competition, I felt pretty nervous. Like, I woke up pretty early and I felt pretty tired, which I was sort of hoping to wake up and feel like buzzing, ready to go, which I didn't. So I had to get up, shower, and like sort of get myself into the right frame of mind. I went and met my mate Bo, who came and supported me for the day, who also trains jiu-jitsu, and a fellow white belt. He would have been involved in the competition himself had he not have broke his hand a few weeks before in training. So that helped. We had a little pep talk on the way over, and things definitely helped. So shout out Bo for that one. But yeah, so we get there and the nerves kicking a lot more, because I don't really know how it's going to go, and I don't know who I'm going to be fighting. Once I'd found out who my opponent was, I sort of calmed down a little bit more, but I feel like I got into the wrong frame of mind, in the sense of I let my impatience sort of take over and take control, and I just wanted to engage with him as quick as possible. So I guess there's nothing else but to let you see how I go.
Cameron, Joe. Okay. So you want to see Andre to be advice Joe. Mind those movements. Be careful how you get the next motion straight. So go back to corner, I'll bring you in, and then pass that. Alright, next matchup. Okay.
Go on, Joe.
Right, let's go. Cameron and Joe. Cameron. Yes, Cameron. Yes.
Space. Create space.
Stay heavy. Then use his energy. Then carry.
Keep calm, relax. Get your elbows in there, get some space. That's it. Bump. Bump, shrimp, bump. Lift the leg. Lift them over. Nice. That's it, take control. Take your time. Let him fight, let him fight. Nice. Let him work, let him work. Peel the arm off, get the arm off.
There we go, very nicely.
Fight his feet as well, get his legs away.
There we go.
Good effort, mate.
Match. Don't you get an opportunity to finish. You want to go those 9 minutes. You can tire people out there later. Alright, moving on. Rear leg choke.
As you can see, it did not go my way. But that's all good. The only reason why I come out of there feeling deflated and a little bit disappointed in myself was just because I hadn't achieved the goals that I'd set for myself, which was last the full 6 minutes and not tap. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she don't, and she did not go. She did not go that time. But congratulations to my opponent for winning. I get you next time, don't you worry about that. I can't wait for them to do another in-house competition, to be fair. If they were going to do another one this weekend, I'd be so up for it. Yeah, that's the good thing. It hasn't deterred me whatsoever, you know. I took a loss, and it was a bad loss. That literally was, for me, apart from breaking a bone or anything like that, that was for me worst case scenario. Go out early, be made to tap early, and that's exactly what happened. So it can't really get much worse than that. And you know, look at me, I'm not down and out. I can laugh about it, you know what I mean. It is what it is. Like I said before, I had no real business going into a competition this early, but you know, I just wanted to test myself, and I did. And you know, there's a lot to be learned. I know what not to do next time, and I know what to do next time for sure. But yeah, if you have been, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Until the next time, peace.